a who wins poll. Steelers, Ravens here. Dunzo Manunzo. Shh, put it on the top there. Start poll. All right. Whoa. Screw it. All right. Welcome. 13-10 is your score. Pittsburgh Steelers leading the Ravens here in a winner-take-all division type of game here. Rodgers throws it out. There's Scotty Miller. He's going to find his way to the 31-yard line, and they are set up in a perfect field goal situation here. Ravens offense stalled out lately, really looking terrible. Defense of the Steelers looking very great. Offense looking solid enough. That's kind of your update on this game if you're wondering. Ravens look kind of stale all night. Steelers haven't looked much less stale, but I guess enough. Winner clinches number 4 seed and will play. Who will they play? The Texans? Is that right? Houston? Yeah, I think Houston clinched number 5. So we might just be watching whoever wins lose, basically. There is a flag. I think that might be on the Steelers. I think we might have a flag on the Steelers here. The Steelers. Pass interference, offense. That's a 15-yard penalty, and that's huge. It was on Pat Freiermuth, the very talented Steelers tight end. So that's called shooting yourself in the foot right there. Oh, hearts, love. Thank you. We got a Ravens pick. Right away. Oh, shoot. I truthfully kind of want the Ravens, too. I like Lamar. I'd like to see Lamar in the playoffs. I think he would elevate and be, really good there. So, yeah. Hello, welcome. This will be passed and caught, and it'll be the same receiver who caught it last time. So make it about a 3rd and 9 off the 6-yard reception. I don't know what they got a bunch of crazy receivers in here because they have a guy suspended. Their number 1 receiver is suspended for Pittsburgh. He punched a fan. So yeah, they got Marquez Valdes-Scantling. I know him. I know Scotty Miller. I don't know who number 14 is for them. That's interesting. Usually I would know. 100, keep it 100, keep it 100. Time of possession this half, 12 minutes to 4 in favor of the Steelers. Here's Rodgers zipping it over and getting the pass complete to Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Remember, he had MVS with him, didn't he, for a year with the Packers? Is that right? And then he went to Kansas City, if I'm not mistaken. Hello, Deadly 3 Inspector. Welcome. We got a fun nightcap tonight, don't we? Fun ending here. Ravens. People are voting for Ravens. I don't disagree, although, truthfully, what I'm seeing right now, I would not go Ravens. I'm Abdul. Welcome, Abdul. $499.99 gifted. Well, you could have given me 1 more cent, bro. Come on. Here is, Aaron Rodgers. This is where he's at his best. Launching down the field. Almost threw a pick. That was a bad throw. Malachi Starks almost had a pick. This is a crazy game. That stadium is jumping. Go Steelers. Yeah, it's loud. We had this unmuted earlier. I'm not going to do it now, but it is loud for sure. Heinz Field, although it's not Heinz Field anymore. It's whatever it's called. It's Heinz to me, I guess. All right, 13-10. We got a 2nd down and 10. Go Steelers. Look, we got multiple Steelers fans in right now. Here is Warren, and he will get stopped for about a 3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 7, huge 3rd down. Go Ravens, says SP9349. Welcome, you heated division rivals, you too. Big rivalry. That's why they saved it for tonight. Lamar Jackson, bad game. 5 of 10, 67 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Stupid new name of the stadium. Real. I don't even know what it's called. It's like maybe it's PNC. It's got the PNC. No, that's the name of the baseball stadium. Derrick Henry looks pissed on the sideline. He is the key if Ravens want to come back in this game. Right now, the key is the defense. 3rd and 7. Rodgers dropping back, looking around. Rodgers gets hit. Now he will get sacked by about 3 different Ravens. They flock together. And Rodgers, slow to get up. He's an older man, so give him a second. He's not hurt every time he's down. He's just older. All right, Rodgers gets up. So, yeah, Rodgers got smashed there. That was a good little scheme ran by the Ravens to get him. And Rodgers, obviously not as mobile as he used to be. He probably used to be able to get out of that gain 5 somehow. They put him from a better position. He's old now. It's like Artisan Stadium. That's so weird. 2 sacks to 3 sacks. Ravens just got their second. Steelers got 3. TJ Watt's been a monster today. This will be returnable. No fair catch. Oh my God, it hit his own player. If that is a live football. Did it hit a Raven though? It did not. So that's going to be downed where it is. Ravens will get the ball. It did not hit a Raven. Hello, Deadly in Spare, and hello, SP. How are y'all feeling tonight, guys? How are we feeling? 6 votes were split. 3-3. Steelers, Ravens, 3-3. So this game felt that was completely legal, by the way, what he did there. Throwing a blocker into the receiving team's player is completely legal. So it's actually a pretty smart play, but the ball didn't come close to a Raven. So it'll be Steelers football here. As long as it didn't hit. Yeah, it didn't hit a Raven. All right, we're going to commercial. We are going to commercial. All right. I'll sub you right now. Thank you. For real, thank you. Look, we're looking for big milestones this year. Big milestones this year. We're at 1,500 and a little bit more. 1,500 and about 6 right now. We're looking for 2,500 by the end of this year. So 1,000 new subs. That's the goal. It's crazy. I don't think I've ever tried for something like that. We gained like 400. No, we gained like 500 something this past year. Gained like 600 the year before that. So 2 years of around 600. We're going to try to double it this year. Will it work? I don't know. Look how the freaking this TV is so big and bright. It like gets onto me. Isn't that crazy? It's a big TV. It's a nice TV. I like it. I do. Rapid remission at 12 weeks. Sorry guys, we're waiting. We're just waiting now. We're in wait station. 3-point game, 4th quarter. It's what you want from a game like this, though. Thank you guys for coming in today. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe if you like. Subscribe. I appreciate it. And to anybody that did like and subscribe, you're the best. You're the real MVPs. For real. Terrible towels are waving. Whoa. They're going crazy. At their own 29 are the Ravens. Is it Lamar's moment to remember he's Lamar? He has not played like it today. Lamar Jackson goes to the air, throws. That's completed to Zay Flowers, who gets up and goes, gets to the 44. They got to hold on to the ball here. I've watched, I wouldn't say a lot of Ravens games this year, but most of their big matchups like this, primetime Ravens games this year, most of their losses come from fumbles. A guy like Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, or Derrick Henry, who are usually very solid, fumbling the ball late, has come to their demise this year. So Look out for ball security here. Steelers, expect them to punch the ball because Ravens seem to not hold on to it late game. There is a man down. It is an offensive lineman for the Ravens, which is obviously unfortunate and not good. So we're going to have a little delay here because of the injury. He is able to put weight on whatever it is. It's a leg something. That's Andrew Voorhees, 7th round selection in 2020 NFL draft. Started every game at left guard this season. So, I mean, heck, 7th round pick, but look at him playing in every game. I respect that. I do a lot. 9 votes. We slightly got more Steelers now than Raven. Cam Hayward on that defense. Looking angry, looking mean. He's been a Steeler for, like, forever. I think he was born a Steeler, maybe. It's possible. All right. First and 10. From the 44. Lamar hands it off. Here's Derrick Henry. They get a little bit of motion over there. Great D, though. Only a gain of about 1, maybe 2. Flying in to make the tackle. We're the Steelers. 2-yard gain, they say. That was a rough-looking 2 yards. That is what this type of battle comes down to. It's what all games between two teams who are equal when it comes to weapons, quarterback play, all that. It comes down to the trenches. Right? O-line, D-line. Right now, that battle has been won by the Steelers overwhelmingly. Lamar has nothing to do except run. Lamar Jackson finds his way to gain about 4 yards on the run. It'll be 3rd and 4. Not a bad run. Did you see the TJ interception I did? I've been watching this game. Not super closely. I was reading this comic, W Secret Wars. Not super closely until the 3rd quarter. But then I watched most of the 3rd quarter pretty closely. And then decided, obviously, to go live. Because I was like, well, got to go live. See, not my team. This is my team, sadly. Rest in peace, the Colts season. As they absolutely just crapped the bed the last 7 weeks. 7 losses in a row. No big deal. Oh, Lord. 3rd and 4. Ravens put Isaiah Likely in motion. Now Lamar gets absolutely not swallowed up. Lamar gets out of it. Chucks it deep downfield. Zay Flowers touchdown. Wow, what a play by Lamar. Wow. That's the Jackson we all remember. That's what is he? 2-3-time MVP. That is the Lamar Jackson we remember. Somehow escaping that rush. 2 guys should have sacked him, and he still gets it down there. That was insane by Lamar. And Zay Flowers as well, of course, to burn the defense. I don't know how. Zay Flowers is about 7 yards away from any defenders. So, big touchdown there with about 8 minutes, 40 seconds left. That's a game changer. With the extra point, they'll be up 4. Just burned Queen. I don't know why you have Queen, who is a linebacker, by the way, former Raven. Wasn't he somewhere before the Ravens, too? I don't remember where. All right. We got a new ball game. 17-13, 8:43. Pretty sure that's the exact time. It's around there. Zay Flowers just burn him. Wow. 17-13. A lot of time. Whew. What a play. That was 3rd down, too, man. Great play on 2nd down to escape and get a little bit of yards on the rush. Yo, you seen this commercial? He grabs a ketchup bottle to stop the fire. It's kind of funny. It's actually really good. The Secret Wars. Secret Wars is fire. Fire, fire, fire. People think after Doomsday, the new Avengers is going to come out, they might go Secret Wars. That's kind of cool. Secret Wars is literally everybody, basically. I mean, we got Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic in here. Then we got Iron Man, She-Hulk, regular Hulk, Thor, the X-Men, Dr. X, obviously. Not Dr. X, Mr. Whatever. She's pretty fire, though. Oh, the Wasp. The Wasp is interesting character. I don't know. I don't know if I love her in the comics. Maybe I haven't read good enough stuff. I don't know. I'm not a humongous Wasp fan in the movies either, though. But, I mean, she cool. She exists type of thing. What? What is this comment, bro? I'm removing this comment. Do not know what it means. Removed. All right. That's crazy about them all. Ooh, you ever have your ankle pop? Oh my gosh. You can block. It's like, dude, what are you... This isn't the DMs. Okay. Well, that's out of bounds. It's a flag, right? Heck yeah, it is. Wow, big mistake by the kicker. Kicks it out of bounds or around the 3. I don't know what he was trying to do there. Okay, yeah, obviously we gotta block you because now you're just spamming, bro. Chill. Jeez, please. Okay. What is this? Somebody's finger? Rogers? Rogers keeps his ring on while playing. I like that. I respect that, Rog. I didn't know you did that, bro. I did not know he did that. All right, 17-13. Steelers not out of this. And we know Rogers, man. He's Mr. Comeback himself. It's going to be a screen pass to MVS. Valdez-Scantling gains about 7. That's a tough 7, too. This late in the game, you know it's cold. And, I mean, just, man, those type of gains late in the game are what hurts, I mean, kills a team. So we'll see what this Ravens defense can do. Kyle Hamilton, though, apparently has been playing very, very good. They've given up 10 points when he's been off the field. Only a field goal, I guess, when he's been on it. Well, that makes no sense. I think it's better to say the touchdown happened when he wasn't on the field. Warren, see, here we go. Look at Warren. Look at him making men miss. Warren! Where is he at? Oh my gosh, the 36-yard line. What a run. Jaylen Warren, that right there was an incredible run. And obviously there's less pressure now on certain things to do because they know they need to score. There is a hurt Raven. It's Nate Wiggins out of Clemson, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember where Wiggins went to college. Yeah. It's Acrisure Stadium. It's Heinz Field. All right, we go to commercial. Gotta mute you for a while because the game here is like 30 seconds behind yours. Hearing what's happening from you before we see it happen here. I am sorry. I know, I wish there was a way where, like, YouTube should have a feature where they don't. I'm saying they should have this. They don't, though, so I'm not being like, But I wish they had a feature where they could, like, you could back me up just 30 seconds. Bam, bam, bam. Find then where I am saying the same exact thing that's happening up on the screen. And then, there are certain apps like that, but they, like, cost money for users to download, not for creators. And it's like, I'm not going to make people who watch me download something that costs money to then watch a game with me. I don't like that. I want to do this for people to enjoy and for free and stuff. So, Yeah, I'm never going to be shilling some paid subscription service because that's just not who I am. Well, for future reference, if I ever do technically actually get, you know, sponsored, that might not be fully true. So let's not put that. I'm kidding. It will be true. If I'm going to get sponsored, it'll be by sponsors that I actually enjoy and want to use. Do you think Tyrese is going to be the same when he comes back? This comment. Will Tyrese. Wait, look, he's on the wall over there. You see him over there? And then if we look over here, boom, right there, Tyrese as well. Halliburton. Will he be the same? No, of course not. Realistically, will he ever be the exact same? No. But are you the exact same person that you were 1 year ago? No. So I think that comes in different ways. Obviously, his body's not going to be able to be as explosive. He was never an explosive player. He never was relying on dunking the ball, jumping over guys, doing crazy athletic layups. That was never his game. His game was find a way to shoot threes, find a way to hit mid-range jump shots, and find a way to come up clutch. That was his game, and pass the ball. So that doesn't change. I think he comes back a little bit better, and I think physically he's even going to look better because he's been forced to work on his upper body when his legs couldn't work. So I think he's going to be a stronger player, draw more contact. I think he's going to be a better, smarter player. So to your answer, no, he will not be the same. He will be better. All right, we're back. As long as he stays aggressive. That's my last thought. As long as he stays aggressive. I hate when he's not aggressive. Because that's what... whatever. All right, yeah. Got to be aggressive. 1st and 10 here. Rodgers. Drops back, tosses. Here's Warren. Warren up to the 35, up to the 33-yard line. Good cushion, though, Sloan Rose. 7:20 and ticking here. Final game of the 2025-2026 NFL season. Regular season, of course. Final game of the regular season. Winner clinches AFC North and the 4 seed to play the Texans. Rodgers drops back, play action. He has a completion to Freiermuth. Is that Freiermuth? That's not Freiermuth. Who's that? They have another white tight end? I didn't know that. Shout out him, though. They completed it to some dude. I don't even know who that is. Rodgers, 25 for 39, 196 passing yards. Tell me why he low-key give me CM Punk vibes. Does anybody else kind of get CM Punk vibes from Aaron Rodgers? Like his career trajectory and everything kind of too. I just feel like him and CM Punk are kind of parallels in two different universes in sport. Is this a false start and offsides? Each team pointing at each other. I don't know. Here it comes, false start. That's a big one. That's a big false start right there. It's on Gainwell. That's who it is, Kenneth Gainwell. Oh my gosh. I haven't heard that name in years. All right. Gainwell, what are you doing, dude? Gainwell trying to start early. 8 penalties, 73 yards for the Ravens, 5 for 45 for the Steelers. So Steelers making less mistakes. And I think they've won the turnover battle too. So, kind of surprising to see him down 4 here, but 6 minutes left, long time. All right, at the 36, this is Rodgers rifling it, wide open. There's Muth. Pat Freiermuth, and I'm sure they're chanting Muth. This dude's a beast. Pat Freiermuth's a beast. He's actually very, very good. Ravens make quick subs. Rodgers in the team huddle. 5:40 and ticking, 1st and goal. Pat Freiermuth, 3 catches, 51 yards. Rodgers now has 227 yards passing at the age of, 42, I think? Is that correct? Yeah, Rodgers pretty dang good. Rodgers and the Steelers will take a timeout. Second timeout. Interesting. Interesting. That is interesting. Okay. So they only have one timeout. Steelers only got one timeout. That's big. That's big, big. His celebrations are crazy. The way freaking Rodgers still celebrates all these years later. Jaylen Warren, 13 rushes, 65 yards. He's been very important as well. And then Freiermuth, of course, 3 catches, 51 yards. That one right there was like 30 yards, though, so 2 for like 20 probably before that. All right, 5:19, first and goal. Steelers looking to punch it in to give themselves a 3-point lead, unless they go for 2, trying to go for a 4-point lead. I don't think you would do that. This game kind of has overtime written on it, which if it does go to overtime and ends in a tie, I must mention, it would be the Steelers winning the division because they obviously have one more win overall, so a tie would favor them. This is a run that gains 1. Second and goal to 4. Second and goal to 4. Thank you guys for coming in. Wow, we're getting a lot of love and support. All right. 15 votes, a whole lot of Steelers right now. Welcome, Luis R96. Baltimore struggled really most of the game. Finally found their way to a big, long touchdown. Now Steelers looking to punch it in. Field goal does them no good here with 4:40. They need a touchdown to take the lead. Field goal would put them down 1, but at this point, means nothing. Rodgers rolling out, finds a guy open. Wow. That's Washington, isn't it? No, it's Smith. I thought it was Washington. They're big, big dude. That's Smith. And as a goal line set, they only gain about 2. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 2. Rodgers is pissed. Yelling at somebody or something. He's yelling at Arthur Smith, offensive coordinator. He's saying it's not in my helmet, so you got to tell me the play. Whew. Rodgers is fired up. Is it good fired up, or is it things going wrong? We're going to find out right here. 3rd and goal. They got to call their final timeout. Oh, my gosh, what a botch. What a botch for the Steelers right now. Oh, my gosh. Look, I hate to say it like this. A team like this, the Steelers, and I'm sorry, Steelers fans, I'm about to say this. A team that is making these type of mistakes late in a game like the Steelers should not be in the playoffs. And if they do make the playoffs, are going to get embarrassed. I want you to know, if this Steelers team makes these type of mistakes against the Texans, trust me, I've watched the Texans this year. Texans will manhandle them. This is just, I mean, look, and the fans, you see it too. They're infuriated. And this is not on Rodgers. This is not on the players. The coaching, the coordinating going on right now for the Steelers is awful. How do you waste 2 timeouts, your last 2 timeouts, in this situation? Now, if the Ravens start really getting something going late, and let's say get to touchdown range, they can just run out the clock and punch it in and end the game. Here's an end around. That's going to work. Touchdown Steelers. So it'll be 19-17. They have a chance to go up by 3. We still got about 3:40 remaining. So a lot of time, especially when all that's needed is a field goal. But if you're the Ravens, think touchdown, because there's no timeouts for the Steelers. You have all 3 timeouts. You have full control of the clock. I think that was a completely botched job. Again, that touchdown looks good right now. 3:49. You got the lead. That's big. I don't know how you use all your timeouts. This is going to... If it doesn't backfire, it'll be sure to backfire soon enough. (20-17). Rodgers puts up his face. Hey, he's excited. He thinks it's over. We'll see, guys. Long 3:49 remaining here. Rodgers did come out this week saying, hey, I don't usually lose back-to-back games that many times in my career. He also said he's pretty good in these type of games. He is. He's clutch. He's good. Tomlin's hyping up the guys. Wow. And now the stadium's going to be cranked up. They are 3:49 away from making the playoffs again, as they do every year. This time they'd be 10-7, though. Better record than usual if they win. We will see. Here comes a big kick return. Up to the 20, up to the 25. Spinning around and not getting much more. Maybe to the 27-yard line. Are the Ravens. That was Wester with the return. Colorado guy last year. With that Shador and Travis Hunter team. Tomlin, hey, he do hype up his players. I'm seeing that on the sideline. And I'll never doubt Tomlin's energy. You know? Here's the Ravens' chance. And it's a huge storyline this week of, will Lamar stay? If Ravens lose, people are thinking that there's chance he's gone, traded somehow. I don't know. All this crazy stuff. I don't believe any of it, really. Because I think they're decimated with injuries, but you never know. Obviously, he was one of those injuries. 2nd and 9. He was one of those injuries. 3:20 remaining. Time is ticking. Ravens don't really care, I guess. They do have all 3 timeouts, so might as well. Got to be careful. Can't make a mistake here. Obviously, 4-down territory for the rest of the game. So 1-yard gain, first down doesn't kill you. Henry, set back. They got to get it. Fake handoff to Henry. Lamar finds a little Ricard action. Fullback. That's a first down. Is that Pat Ricard? Yeah, it is. Wow. Yeah, that's a fullback right there. Fullback Pro Bowler every single year. This guy. Built like a gosh darn lineman low-key. I mean, he's a big boy. That's a big boy. It's actually a good route. You low-key routed him up. What? Okay, Ricard. Okay, Ricard. Wow, everybody's coming in and picked Pittsburgh. Third and 1. Oh, they did not call that at first. Lamar looking over the middle. Wide open, Zay Flowers. How did they let him open? 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Pending a flag. Pending a flag. We are going to have to listen in. This is pending. I'm thinking it might be on Pittsburgh too, guys. How did they let Zay Flowers get open? Holding defense. That's a touchdown. Wow, you let Zay Flowers get wide open twice in 2 straight drives. How do you do that? One of the fastest, maybe not fastest, but quickest receivers where, he gets the ball, he's gone. Like he's like a Tyreek Hill. How do you let that happen? And now you have no timeouts. You have the 2-minute warning, but you got no timeouts because you screwed up on play calling earlier. I told you that might bite them in the butt here. Now, this only puts them up 4. A touchdown would go and win the game for the Steelers. And now ball's back in their court. They're lucky it's back in their court. Man, Zay Flowers. Loop, extra point, nails it. 24-20. Baltimore leads by 4, 2:20 away from winning the division now. What a game we got here. I think there's something really to be said about, oh my gosh, they just forgot him. Oh my Lord. There's about 50 yards of empty field. 15 yards behind him are defenders by the time he catches it, and then he has 40 yards of like blank grass. I mean, that is a choke. That's a choke. That's not good. How you gonna have Flowers out there alone a second time? Dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. I don't know. First of all, Flowers is amazing, okay? He's fast. He routes well. He is solid. Honestly, he's probably one of the most underrated receivers in the league. But that's to me and like maybe some other people who don't watch this type of football. Steelers play them 2 times a year. You have to know Zay Flowers. You have to double him. You have to chip him off, whatever. You got to stop him. To leave him wide open by 15 yards is a absolute botch. And also not having a timeout right now is an absolute botch. Some problems right now. A lot of it could be coordination, though. Seemed like the O coordinator and Rodgers aren't getting along from what I see. From what I see as a third party here, seemed like him and Arthur Smith, I think it is, who was a Falcons head coach and also an offensive coordinator, I think, with the offensive coordinator with the Falcons as well. Yeah. That was your bottle of pee, yes, sir? No, sir. Teddy's cream soda. It is pea colored, though. I will agree. Although, let me tell you, if your pee is this color, drink more water. Which, don't worry, I'm very hydrated. I do drink water. Just right now, we're watching the game. Got the creamer out. Creamer soda. That is what I just said. Here is Rodgers whipping it over the middle. That's a big completion up to past the 50 into Ravens territory there. That's big. Up to the 48. Hod 420, thank you for your contribution to the comments, though. I do enjoy a simple conversation. Strange things are happening. 2-minute warning. Quick commercial intermission. What? Okay, AI ad. Go Hawaii. I like Hawaii, man. Big Hawaii guy. Rainbow Warriors. I like Hawaii in all sports because they play late at night. And I'm always up late to watch them. So, you know, go Bows, dude. Go Bows. I like that. Hawaii. Okay, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh. Down 4. Need a touchdown. No timeouts. Because they had problems with the helmet and then they couldn't agree on things and whatever. They had 2 timeouts. I don't know when they spent their first. I don't remember that. But they spent 2 near the goal line. When it's like, man, you just can't have those type of mistakes if you're Pittsburgh. Here's Rodgers looking, passing, near a first down. But it won't be like that. And they're going to keep him in bounds. And that's a 6-yard gain, maybe. Oh, man, this clock is running. It's going to become a problem for them. Go borrow the parking lot attendant bright orange vest to put on Flowers so they don't miss him again. That's right. That is right. Parking lot attendant orange vest. Rodgers dumps it off to Gainwell. Missing a tackle. Steelers are out. Gainwell out near the 30. This is huge. Obviously, clock keeps running. They keep waving the arm. The old come around third base arm. But Rodgers, man, he's done this so many times. This is what makes the Steelers dangerous if they are able to make it, is Rodgers' ability, his veteran ability and being in big moments. He's been here before 1,000 times. Rodgers looking, passing, out of bounds. It's a miss. Minute 3, though, stops the clock. Might be a good thing. Maybe they needed to slow down and stop the clock here. Minute 3 seconds. Wow, what a game do we got here. Strange things are happening here. 2nd and 10 from the 26-yard line. Only thing that does him good is a touchdown. Rodgers drops back, passes, that's an incompletion. Any flag? No. 3rd and 10. 1 minute left. How's the Adam Thielen? Both hand fighting there. That's close. That's close to something. You cannot rely on the referees with a minute left. You can't. In any game, any sport. You got to go out and do it. Because most refs are going to swallow the whistle, let the game play. They don't want to be the ones deciding the game here. Rodgers throwing wide open touchdown. 55 seconds left. Wow, Calvin Austin from Rodgers points up to the sky. What a play. Calvin Austin he got lost just like the Steelers had lost Zay Flowers. And they're up 26-24. Crazy. I have been live for 41 minutes. When I went live, the score was 13-10. It's about to be 27-24. Okay? So we have seen 4 touchdowns in 42 minutes, guys. Just so you know. We saw 23 total points in the first 3 quarters. This quarter alone, we have seen 28 points. This quarter alone. Absolutely insane. An absolute thriller. And that is, oh my goodness! It's a missed extra point by Boswell. And that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Chris Boswell just missed an extra point. It's a 2-point game. I gotta go pee. I'll be right back. Field goal wins the game for the Ravens. All right, folks, we're back. Sorry about that. Had to go for a second. All right. That's a missed extra point. So it remains a 2-point lead instead of a 3. Loop, the rookie, Tyler Loop. This guy right here, man. This guy. Where'd he go? I don't remember where he went to college. But I think he's a rookie kicker. Yeah, no joke. He's a rookie, man. Wow, talk about pressure. It might be on his leg for the game. Here comes a kick return from the 5. They are going to return it. They have to. Coming out to the 25, getting out to the 30, 35, 40. No way, up to the 45, near the 50. 47 seconds left. Ravens at midfield. You cannot mess up a kick return coverage like that. Not in this moment. Keaton Mitchell out of Eastern Carolina, a guy I've been high on forever and told you guys a few years ago when he was drafted, I said, hey, watch out for this guy. He's a late-round pick who's dangerous. He just made the biggest kick return of his life. That was huge by Keaton Mitchell. And with all 3 timeouts, the whole playbook is open for the Ravens. If they want to run the ball, they even can. They're at the 47-yard line immediately. Oh, my gosh. Lamar puts Likely in motion. Are they just going to find Zay Flowers again? Throwing it. And there is not Zay, but that is Walker. I know who that is. Walker, though, with the gain. And gets out of bounds with a gain of maybe like 8. Loop practicing his kicks. 2nd and 2. Like I said, whole playbook open. They could even hand the ball off to Henry. They are now at the 45, making it a 62-yarder. I don't know Loop's best. Lamar finds Mark Andrews. That's a flag that might be on the offense here. It's a first down if it stands. If not, we'll see what it is. Turning up. Illegal form. That's 5 yards. That's huge. So now it's 2nd and 7. And that also backs it up to the 50 now. Those are the penalties you cannot have, especially with this much time left. Second and 7. Down and distance still matters because you do still need some firsts. Lamar Jackson. Ravens the 50. Likely goes in motion. Lamar has to move. Has to run. He's going to run probably. He's just going to lob it up out of bounds. Can't believe he didn't just run. D-Hop was over there, but he didn't go to him. D-Hop was low-key open on the sideline. 3rd and 7. Okay, now you're looking 31 seconds, 3rd and 7. Man. I'm surprised Lamar didn't just run. Oh my God, he just skied it on D-Hop. Yeah, he should have thrown it at the body of D-Hop. That's an easy first down. That's a big miss there because now the downs become an issue. Lamar needs to remember his legs. I'm surprised they never used Derrick Henry here. With all 3 timeouts, what are they going to take him to the next game? That's if they get there. They snap the ball. Lamar has to move, has to run, gets a guy off of him. Lamar is going to throw a wobbler down out of bounds. I mean, that's the best he could do there. 21 seconds left. They need it first. They need it first. This has been a botched job, in my opinion, of a drive by the Ravens. They had a great field position set up. They had all 3 timeouts, have one of the best running backs in the history of football. I say that for real, Derrick Henry. And have completely botched it. Now I'm starting to feel like, Ravens don't deserve to win this game. I mean, what the heck? All right. 26-24. Pittsburgh leads by 2. 4th and 7. And that'll be the Ravens' first time out. I mean, shoot, yeah, you got to use one eventually, right? Come on. Wow, legacy's kind of on the line here, man. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Lamar absolutely whiffed D-Hop. That should have been a first down, a second down, and then 3rd down. Maybe the O-line kind of gave it up, but still. This is your ball game, folks. 4th and 7. TJ Watt hyping up the crowd. And it feels like one of 2 things are going to happen on this play. It's either TJ Watt makes a play. TJ Watt in that incredible D-line that's shown up today. Or we're going to see something with Lamar and Zay. Are we going to see Zay come alive again? I doubt it, really. I mean, they got to have eyes on number 4. Lamar sees the coverage, calls it out. Lamar Jackson, 4th and 7. This is for his hopes at the playoffs. TJ Watt gets through. Lamar throws. It is caught. Isaiah Likely. They got to call a timeout. 13 seconds, 12, 11. 12 seconds. Okay, they do call a timeout right there. Oh my gosh, what a catch by Isaiah Likely. That was insane. What a grab. Isaiah Likely out of Coastal Carolina. The 2nd string tight end. I mean, he's been a beast for a few years, though. Man, what a grab by Likely. Honestly, it looked unlikely. Wow. This isn't even bad defense. Watt got there. He kind of messed with the throwing motion, but none of it mattered. Likely went up and got that ball. Wow. This is as clutch as it comes, folks. Whoa. Likely just, against Ramsey, too, to make that throw against Jalen Ramsey, one of the best corners of the last 10 years. What a ballsy move there by the Ravens, and it was a good play. It was a good play in the end. 1 timeout remaining for the Ravens, 12 seconds left. You run a play. You probably run to a side, pick a side you want to kick it from, use your timeout, and then try to win this game on a kick. That's what you do here. Because remember, Pittsburgh, no timeouts, which we knew would eventually come to get them. It would be a 41-yard kick from here. So probably going to run Henry, try to get a few more yards to make it a little bit easier. Nope. They're actually going to back up a little bit. From the 22. Oh, sorry, from the 26. Okay. So it's about a 42-yarder. Timeout with 2 seconds left. And here is the ball game now. Resting on the leg of Loop. This would be resting for overtime, but Boswell missed an extra point. This is for the Ravens to try to get a 27-26 victory. Loop is 1 of 1 on his field goals today. Trying to go 2 for 2. He's young, though. I think he's a rook. Might be his second year. I think he's a rook. Everything on the line. Tyler Loop. To send the Ravens to the postseason or to miss and send the Steelers to the postseason. One of two things is going to happen right now. This is a 44-yard kick. 2 seconds. Here it is. Loop, good snap, good hold. The kick is up and no good! Baltimore misses the 44-yarder. Steelers will make the playoffs. 2 missed kicks in a row, 1 from each team. One is way more hurtful than the other as Loop misses the 44-yarder. An interesting decision to kneel and lose 3 yards on the kick. I didn't agree with that. I said maybe you should run with Henry, try to go a direction. But they didn't want to risk a fumble. They risked their playoff lives. Somebody sounds angry. Anyway, Pittsburgh wins 26-24, making the playoffs 10-7. Tomlin kisses the camera goodbye. What a win for Pittsburgh. They have a battle, though, coming their way in the form of Houston, and that'll be tough for anybody to get through this playoffs. CJ Stroud and that defense is dangerous, but for one more week, the Steelers stay alive. There you go. What a crazy train of emotions and things that happened at the end of that game, folks. We tuned in at 13-10. It ended 26-24. I'd say I went live at the right time. Thank you all for watching so much. I will be live for who knows what next. Probably Friday, Peach Bowl, Indiana versus Oregon, semifinal college football playoffs. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry, Ravens. I kind of feel bad for you guys. You guys are crying. Sorry, Ravens. Steelers, great job punching the ticket. I'll see you guys next time. Affleck time is out. That was nutso. Oh, actually was crazy.